What's up, my little sugar wiggles? Y'all told me to come back now. I'm here. Why is it looking so foggy? It's probably because my screen needs to be cleaned. I keep the dirtiest screens in the whole wide world, and I admit it. I do. Because I always packing my phones around in my hand. I'm going to clean the screen while y'all coming in. That's the best I can do. Okay. What I got, that's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. I did the best I could do now. That's all y'all can ask for. There you go. Hey, Carla, how you doing? How your patient, Carla? I hope she doing better. I always pray for the best, hope for the best, and do. Now I think I knocked my thing off. Let me make sure I got my full chat on. I didn't. Okay. Now, but anyway, when I was on live the last time, turn it down because you know it'll get the ringing and going on. Make sure both phones are down. But Chocolate already called. Tell me how you doing over there. That's a dumb question. You know how I'm doing. Why you ask that? Didn't the Ravens win? I had to go change my other cap because that other cap kept sliding and going on. But I had a little time before I go to work, and I laid down for a little while. Took a little nap. Woke up. And there was something on my mind. Because, I've been telling y'all, I say, the sun feels hotter. It feels like it's closer to the earth. Well, I found out a little information. I found out a few predictions that I want to talk to y'all about. Because I got some smart people over here. I don't want to be hearing nothing about nobody else's life and all that stupid stuff. That was 2024, and that didn't even go over well for a whole lot of people who were doing it. They lost the monetization behind all that old crazy stuff. And do y'all really care about what's going on in anybody else's home? Not over here. We don't. So we talked about some goals early in the year. I don't know what month it was, but I know I told y'all I made goals every year. Write them down because you're not going to remember. You got your mind on a whole lot of things these days, so you got to write stuff down. I know I do. And if you've had any kind of treatment for cancer or anything, that chemo and that radiation, it'll wipe your memory out. Get you a little tablet and put it in your pocket so you can remember stuff. I put a lot of stuff in my cell phone these days. Otherwise, it don't get done because I don't be trying to remember it. And then everything I want to do is always something that comes up that knocks that out of place. And then you got to go back and pick that up. And then you got to get it done before the day. That's my life. I say, I don't have time for the nonsense. I got too much going on in my life. I mess around and get too far behind. I don't know how people can do that. They can take care of other people's business and your stuff be falling apart. I be looking through around home and I be like, dang, okay, I got the Christmas tree down. Stuff still stacked in the kitchen. I still got to get that to storage. Do they do anything in their homes at all, period? I mean, to have that much time to live out here on YouTube and talk the stuff they talk. Well, most of it is just a made up lie. So, could you never get a receipt for it, and you ain't gonna get no receipt for it. So, I guess you just sit up and think about lies. 2025. Let's talk about some predictions. So, these are some of the things that I read. Let me get my glasses so if Miss Carolyn come up in here, she won't be saying because I be really frowning and trying to see. I do. Okay. Some of the things that I saw coming in 2025. Okay, the first thing I saw, okay, the Ravens won today. Let's get that out the way. The Steelers is playing the Bengals. All of us in the same division. So the Steelers are in trouble if they don't beat the Bengals tonight. Now, I think the Bengals was like 8-8, and the Steelers is like 10-6. I didn't look at the game. I said that I'm not of interest, okay, because I'm not either one of them fans. We where we need to be right now. Okay. So now the Steelers got to do it. That's all I'm saying about that. And then by the time I get to work, I'll know who did that thing. So we got that out the way, the football stuff. Now, expect inflation. Let's talk about smoneys. We like to talk about smoneys over here. Smoneys rule the world. Smoneys is power. I don't care how you look at it. The lack of it, the less power you got. You talk all the ish you want to, but if you ain't got no smoneys in your pocket, that's all it is. It's just ish, okay? Bull-ish. So I read that inflation is going to become stuck around 2.5%. In the new government with the new elected president we have in there. The reason being is because he's coming in with them tariffs. And those tariffs are going to cause some issues for the economy because we had become a global society since the 80s. So if China is one of our big trade markets and you're going to all of a sudden throw a tariff on them, we're going to pay the cost for that tariff over here. Yeah, you might see the price drop on that, but you might see you paying a little bit more on this side of it. I don't know how he going to work his tariffs, but ain't nothing but another tax. You putting a tax on them, and then they can take the stuff up higher and set it in here, and we'll be paying a higher price. I can't with that stuff. That's why I'm not in government, okay? China's currency has already fallen down to about 2%, and he's not even in office. This has just been since the election. Okay, now it's hot in here. I can't get the temperature straight. I'm not going through no flashes, baby. I've already been through that, so don't y'all even start with that flash stuff, okay? Been there, done that. It's just hot, okay? So now, let me go get it together. All right? Went through 17 years of the flash. I can tell you all about them. When I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy at all. And I see one of my enemies out here wah-wahing and yeah, it could get worse because you ain't taking care of yourself. No. But anyway, going on to the predictions. Agenic A1 kind of program is coming around. Remember that word, agenic. Agentic, A1. And it is going to take precedent of a program that does tasks for your computer and your smartphones. Opening browsers. Think about what I'm saying now. This is a new program. I don't know if I necessarily want it opening no browsers and stuff for me. And it'll open new tabs. And it'll also download apps. It's coming. 2025. NASA is predicting flares and solar eruptions, which will impact radio communication, electric power grids. Now, we done had the grid to go down here in Texas. When we had that freeze a couple of years ago, Texas wasn't ready. And we almost froze to death down here. So when I saw that, the electric power grids, I was like, oh, Lord, have mercy. Maybe I need to go get a fireplace and go cut me some wood. This is predicted for 2K25. Navigation signals and risk to spacecrafts and astronauts. That ain't good because they got a lot of launchings that they supposed to do this year. They got a new thing out there called the X1.1 or .1, however you want to look at it. The denotes the most intense flares, and the 1 gives all the information about the flare. So far, it ain't too good. But we gonna get to some good stuff behind. All bad stuff has got to be a silver lining behind it. It's just got to be. You can't frame the picture without a silver lining. Something good got to come out of this, okay? So that information also tells about the strength of the flare. We smart people over here. We want to know what's going on in the world, okay? We not interested in a lot of other that junk they had out here in 2024. Because where did it get them? Still sitting in the same place, doing the same thing, saying the same thing about the same people. And we want to move ahead of the game, okay? We want to know what it has been predicted and what's going on. So it has also been predicted that the fax machine, way bye-bye. Tell it, see you, out in 2025. You know, we're doing a lot of scanning now. So I'm just thinking that's going to take the place of the fax machine. It's too slow anyway. Takes too long for the fax to get there. Your favorite landline phones. Some of y'all just don't want to give them up. But if they ain't got nobody to come out there and fix them, if they ain't got no more parts for them, if they can't replace them when your little landline break down, that's how they're going to phase it out. They don't want you to have no landlines no more. It's just like back in the day before we had cell phones and we had phone booths. My best friend Deborah, who came into my chat, my college roommate, her husband used to be a supervisor over there. They completely cut his job at AT&T. He had to go into another department when they took away the phone booths. They are predicted to say bye-bye to the landline for those of you who love that landline. My husband was one. He would not get rid of it. Didn't nobody answer it. It rung all the time. To this day, I can't tell you who was right. Didn't even go listen to see, but he wouldn't get rid of it. That's crazy to me. But that's the way it was. Your DVD player that you're so in love with, hold on to it. It's becoming nostalgia, okay? Now, this one got away with me. And I would love to see what Magic Johnson thinks about this since he owns a lot of movie theaters. Since the pandemic, you know, a lot of movies were not made during the pandemic for you to even go there to watch because it wasn't safe. So people got used to getting what they needed at home to watch movies on their TV and on the big screens they got now, you know, that pull down and you got a whole wall like a movie projector. I went out and bought me one. Do I look at it? Nope, but I got one. Okay. So that's gonna be bye-bye. You ain't got to put on no clothes. You ain't got to buy that high as popcorn and Coke and stuff you used to buy. You ain't got to waste no gas going now. So if you can look at it and add it into the comfort of your home and you already paying some service, whether it's DirecTV or Xfinity or whoever you got it through, you're going to rather stay there. I am. I'd rather be right here on my sofa with the TV right there in front of me. I can lay down if I want to, kick my feet up, and I ain't got to worry about nobody sitting behind me, coughing on me, and I'm looking like, oh. And none of that stuff. No cheering. Nobody like Ms.V up in the movie snoring and going on, because I will. But if it's boring, whoo, I'm gone. What about them cards all over the floor? I hate cards, and especially them cards coming down the wall. Man, I cannot with that. I spent a lot of money in my lifetime calling the electrician. Can you put me a plug up behind this picture so I can light it up from the switch over there? I could not with them cards. It's like, you don't see that In no home and gardens or home decorating books, you never see cards and plugs. They hidden. But when you go off in the people's houses, they running all around the baseboards, all down the wall. That's just one of my pet peeves. I just don't like it. Okay, now, um, so cards and chargers that I made a plenty money off of us. Every phone you get got a different kind of charge. You got to charge it for this. You got to charge it for that. It's 9 o'clock. A charger for this. A charger for that. A standard universal charger make all the little ports that go up into everything the same thing, so you can have one charger or two at the most, and it'll charge up everything. Make this stuff make sense. People ain't got all that kind of money for this charge. And then I done lost the cord to the coffee pot. Well, why the hell can't the coffee pot card and the toaster card be the same thing? Now, you know that make a lot of sense. Sure do. To me, it does. Checks. Very few of us write checks unless we have to anyway. And that's just like a thing of the past since the card came in. If you got a debit card now, or if you use your credit card, however you pay for stuff, you don't see nobody taking up no time unless they real old school writing checks anymore. They just thing of the past. 2025, tell them bye. Because I noticed that my bank started charging to order checks where it used to be free. That's a deterrent for you not to want to get a check. I mean, I have a checkbook from 5-6 years ago that I just keep in my wallet just in case. But, thing in the past. And we so far behind Europe on that because Europe has been cashless society for many, many years. They were going cashless when I was there in the 70s. Here we talking 2025 in America, and we just start talking about cashless society. You be better off. Because when you lose cash money, it's lost. You can't trace it. But at least you can stop that card. Okay? And most times get your money back. Because they're going to find out who did it. They're going to use it somewhere, and everything about that person, every store just about America, everywhere you go, you're on camera now. So don't go in there thinking you're finna take them folks' stuff and get away with it, because it ain't going to happen. You stay out of jail. I'm telling you now. Listen to the live right now. Stay out of jail bothering them people's stuff because you're on candy camera. Okay? Y'all remember that from back in the day? Having a different remote control for everything. They're trying to make it where it's universal, where you can use a remote control and program it with different buttons. You got at least 10 buttons you can have on there. You are most probably not going to have more than 10 things that need to be programmed on that remote control. Makes sense to me. A remote control for this. Now, which one I use to turn on the TV? Which one I use to change the station? Which one I use to turn it off? I cannot with that. I cannot. I just can't do it. There are also some tech predictions out there as well. 85 million electric cars on the road in 2025. Well, guess what, y'all? When I was coming from the game room today, when we watched the Ravens on my other line, now this head ain't fit neither. It's really going on. Okay. I came out the building, where I go in, where the mail room is. I came out through the mail room to hit the sidewalk to go get in my car, come around the garage and come on upstairs. It was the most beautiful car. And I'm trying to figure out, what kind of car is that? That's really pretty. I like the color, I like the car and everything. You will not be able to guess what kind of car this was. Here I'm thinking it's some kind of new car that's coming out by Benz or Beamer or Maserati, Bentley, somebody of importance. Y'all, it was an American Ford Mustang. Electric car. Looking like, you ain't never seen a Mustang look like this. It looks like a SUV. Because that's what drew my attention. I was like, that's a nice SUV. And I'm looking for the name on it, and I can't find it. The emblem on the front wasn't even the normal Ford emblem I'm looking for. So you know me, picking on the window. Mister, I really like your car. What kind of car is that? Oh, this is a Ford Mustang. Oh, no, no, it ain't. It's nice. Y'all check it out. It's big. It ain't like what you used to see in a little bitty. It's almost the size of my car. The Moreno. Yeah. Nice. And it's a beautiful color. It was like a grayish color white. Gorgeous. Inside, luxurious. Dashboard looking like a cockpit. All kind of stuff up there. I was like, you go head on. He got it, he said last week. It's a 2025. I didn't bother to ask how much it costs because that wasn't none of my business. If I need to know, I need to go down to the Ford dealership or Google it, okay? Yeah. So it's predicted that 1 in every 4 cars sold here in America will be electric. Now, my only problem with getting an electric car, because I've been thinking about it, gas too high, okay? They just don't have enough of the ports, electric ports there for you to charge it up. That's been my concern. If I get on the road, where I'm supposed to stop? Is Google going to tell me if they have, it'll tell me I got a service station, but is it going to tell me they have something, electric charger there where I can plug my car in? Or are they going to come out, or have they come out with a device where you can charge it, something in the trunk, you can take it out and charge it yourself? That's my biggest concern with the electric car. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with it. Self-driving vehicles. These been around for a couple of years now. Well, they're supposed to be coming out with more of them. Now, that ain't no darn piece of metal or leather, nothing else finna drive me up and down the road. I'm staying old school when it comes to that. And when they come out with that, I guess I'll just sit my ass up in the house and walk down to the grocery store and walk back. Because that's all I need at that point when they come out with all self-driven cars. I saw a couple of years ago where they had an 18-wheeler out on the road driving itself. Now I'm saying, that big sucker get a loose, it could tear up a whole bunch of cars and kill up a whole bunch of people. They've been working on that for a while. So the automotive and oil industries are changing. The oil industry and the chemical sector is where I worked for the first 20 years of my life, and what was the beginning of me making money by them having a 401k and matching it dollar for dollar. For every dollar I put in, they put in a dollar. So just think, on one payday, if you put in $500 of that check, you had 1,000. Add it up over the 20 years. You can come out with a lot of monies, okay, if you don't bother it. Now, if you bothered it before you were 59 and a half, the government said, give it up, okay? You ain't old enough. This is a retirement fund. You are not old enough to be dapping into it. So that's how that worked. Some events that came about in my reading were the 2025 Olympic Games in Paris. Now, I'm sure they're going to have you almost unrobe and undress, because they ain't going to be playing. These people getting too crazy right here in the US of A. So don't go trucking over there to the Olympics thinking you're going to be able to carry your big designer purse up in there, because you're probably going to have a little plastic bag. Before I left Baltimore to go in the M&T Bank Stadiums to my Ravens games, we had to have a little plastic bag where everything is showing and put it on the x-ray machine. I've been back here almost 5 years. Okay? So that's that. The launch of NASA's Artemis lunar mission. So we talked about the sun and how the sun flares are going to be happening and asteroids and all of that. And NASA got a lunar mission. That's why they are so concerned about this mission, because they've had some mishaps before of astronauts going up and not coming down. Okay? Not whole anyway. The FIFA World Cup in North America, here, this country. The Ryder Cup in the U.S. this year. Now, I don't watch none but the Olympic Games. I watch them. I don't watch that other stuff. And I will watch the launch. Okay? I'll watch that. They have another launch, NASA, called the James Webb Space Telescope. Now, I didn't get into details and I didn't read all about it, but I'm assuming that they're getting ready to put a telescope up there on one of them planets up there where they can get a closer look to what's going on up there. I don't know about all that. Some things you don't need to know, okay? You just need to leave stuff alone. Might find life up there. If it's water up there, it could be life up there. What kind of life, though? So I'm not interested. I told y'all, I'm not nosy. The Broadland Sands Holiday Park. I have no idea what that is, but that's an event. Y'all can look it up. And the last two things that's going to be a big event come May of 2025, a couple of months down the road. Whether Diddy will get 1 life, 2 life, or 3 lives. That's going to be a big event because it's going to change the musical sector or the musical industry totally. It's going to bring a whole lot of folks down. A lot of people are not going to be able to live the lifestyle they used to live. Other people are going to soar in the industry if they didn't have nothing to do with it, because now they can just be free to be them. And the last thing is whether Jay-Z will make The Great Escape, because he's definitely has some ties there. Whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, that's yet to be found out. And a person is innocent until proven guilty. The last thing in the music industry I saw the other day, I read a lot, especially at night when I don't have nothing else to do. The actor, Denzel Washington, is now preaching. 70 years old. And he's gone to the pulpit. Now, I don't know if this is a calling that just called upon him or if this is something that has been going on for a little while. So let's just take a moment and talk about what now we know everything now that has been predicted to go on in 2025. Let's take a look at what we, chatting with Ms.V and chat, should be doing in 2025. Now, I already told y'all, before the year ended, make you some goals. Now, I'm going to tell you to take the opportunity to reflect back on 2024. Whether it was good or bad, it doesn't matter. But you got to look at your past a lot of times in order to go forward into your future. Okay? I don't never want to go through the things I went through in 2024. It was just like one slap in the face, then you get that slap and you get that one healed, and then somebody slap you on the other side. Whether it was a death, whether it was car being wrecked, it just was just house, internet wouldn't work for a long time. I'm just looking at the things I went through in 2024. I'm out here on YouTube trying to do lives, and I'm paying every month for internet service, and I be doggone, y'all know it wasn't working. It's some videos out here that's so bad until you can't even see me. You can only hear me. What else? The flood in Houston. That came. I bypassed that, but the storm came. I got milled and molded. I had to move out. They had to come in and totally redo everything in here. I lost clothes, which I ain't crying about because I wasn't wearing them no way, and it was time for them to go. But it was just the inconvenience of all of that. I was working a job that I loved what I was doing, but I didn't like the hours that I was getting up to go to it. But I knew I needed something in my background to land the job that I have and to get to that final stage of where I'm trying to go with this. So it was like, man, I just don't know when this year is going to end because it's bringing a lot of sorrow. It's bringing a lot of hurt. It's bringing a lot of pain. Had lost my husband, but yet I got a delusional, ignorant ass content creator constantly reminding me of my loss and telling me that it ain't real. Now I'm saying to myself, if you don't leave me alone, period, and go away and don't say nothing else to me in life because you got issues, lady. I'm trying to get past all of that. I'm trying to finish the business of all of that. You don't have no clue what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through. But you out here trying to make money off of me by saying I'm a lie, but you're not proving a lie. If you don't get the hell away from me. Then the other day, I got a call where she was saying something about, they were telling me, she was saying, Ms.V, don't bother me. I ain't never bothered you. You ain't never got to worry about me bothering you in life. You bothered me. You came for me. But don't do that this year. I'm telling you. I'm not fooling with you like that. I told you. If you have to go get locked up, whatever they have to do with you to make you shut up lying on me and leave me alone, that's what's going to have to happen. Now, try me if you want to. I ain't down with that. I ain't got time for that. I'm on a mission. I got things to accomplish, things to do, as well as I did last year. Thank God I made it through. Okay? All right. So review the past year. Plan your professional and personal year responsibly and separately to anything you did last year. Unless it's a carryover, end it. 2024 is gone. 2025 is here. Let's go forward. Make a new year plan. We already talked about the goals. Create a not to-do list. I did not say create a to-do list. No, because you're going to feel like a failure if you don't get everything accomplished on that list. Make that list separate from what you're not going to do. I am not going to be harassed on YouTube this year by anybody that don't know me, and I damn sure don't know them. I'm not coming out here lying on anybody. I don't have time to even look at you. I don't want to hear from you. You are nowhere in my business or in my life. I am going to set goals and times and topics and research and do what I have always done. So my chat will be aware of the things that's going on in the present, in the future. Y'all may have read some of the things that I haven't even seen. Sometimes, a lot of times, y'all come into the chat, like Miss Archer came in there this morning with some information that I had seen one of the topics she was talking about, but the other one I may miss. I'm working at night. I'm sleeping part of the day. The other part of the day, I'm minding my business like I always do. So I just don't have time for that. So when y'all bring it up to me, it's a great discussion. Feel free to always be able to feel like we can discuss anything over here. And me as a content creator, I am the one who is supposed to stop it. If it is going on too far about somebody out here that I don't know and don't care nothing about, I'll just say, moving on. I don't even want to discuss that. You see how we can agree to disagree? Because I don't have beef out here with nobody. They got jealousy issues, and it's to the degree where they are obsessed with a few of us out here that they can't move on. They separate themselves for a minute, but then they have to come right back to you. I'm not coming for you. I'm not looking for you. I'm not speaking on you. Get that through your head. 2K25. I could care less what you say because you don't know and you bringing false information. Keep bringing it. It's called defamation of character. It's called bullying. It's called harassing an elderly person. I'll use whatever charges I have to get rid of you. That's how I want. That's how I'm doing it in 2025. Be bold. Um, Establish you a routine. Set time for yourself. If anything we neglect most is us. I know I do. I'm always pushing myself out there trying to help this one, trying to help that one. Well, just look at my YouTube world. You ain't got to look at my real life. But just look at my YouTube world. How many people I helped, but how many people turned on me? They were only over here for the help. They had no kind of reason of trying to help me. I wasn't even in the program when they came over here. I thank the Lord for exposing them, the year of exposure, exposed to me who they were. Now you cannot attach yourself no kind of way to me. And as you see, I can still stand on my platform and speak freely without you. I don't want those kind of people over here. You coming over here for me to shout out your channel, don't do it. I'm shouting out my own. Okay? If you come over here on the real, and I now just about know who's on the real, people who came out here in my defense, I had only been in that chat a couple of times, spoke to them, and maybe donated, maybe got a membership over there, whatever. But I will always stop and thank today Vanessa Pretty Vibes, Sweet Tea, Brittany, Zaba, Life of Patricia Stevens. I can't think of her name. Oh my gosh, she comes into the chat from time to time. But these are the people who came out swinging for me. It shocked me. I never in my wildest dreams would have ever thought they were even looking at me because they don't come into the chat like that. I hadn't seen Sweet Tea in my chat, but it was around her birthday. I never will forget because I went over there and I gave her a birthday donation. It shocked me. It just really did. Vanessa, it just shocked. Oh, in the safe zone. And it's one more. Oh my God. I cannot think of her name. Hopefully it will come or I'll see her in the chat. But these were the people who came out swinging for me. And I was like, man, Ross, I was just like shocked because I'm not watching these people. Miss Loretta, they came out of nowhere. Miss Loretta even went over there on Facebook and did a strike. I'm at work. I don't even know what these folks are saying. They think I'm getting mad or I'm watching them. No, I'm not. I'm working. Okay. I'm making that money. It's what you ought to be doing. Because it didn't turn out well. So remember to do this in 2025. And I think you'll have a better year. It's starting off really good for me. My channel is growing. I love the new job. I finally pretty much settled in now. Benefits. I worked on all the units. I get along with everybody down there. It's easy money. I'm well taken care of down there. I'm Ms.V. Ms.V, what you need? What you need? They're subscribing to my channel down there. Church is good. And no problem. I ain't had no problems down there in the 20-some years I've been down there. And everything is great. My health is good. So what else can you ask for? Bills are paid way before time. Most of them are due around the 1st. They're paid at the middle of the month. So what else can I ask for? People like you that have come into my chat to listen to me today. More people like you. That's about all I can ask for. Okay, let me get into the chat here so I can see what y'all are talking about. I got about 20 minutes, y'all. And then I got to get off and get ready to go and see my children. Hopefully, they are all sleeping like little babies tonight. And I should be back on Unit 6 with Vanessa tonight because I'm behind. Um, I have about 6 tests. I'm behind because I didn't have an email to get in the computer. So I want to try to knock out those tests before audit time, because what they'll do is they'll pull you out of the unit, sit you in a classroom, and you got to sit there and do test after test after test before the audit comes. I can't function like that, so I got to go on and get them knocked out the way. Hey, my Carla, Latina, hey, Mr. DeVille, good evening, beautiful. How you doing? Yeah, that's a nice looking man, y'all. I see his picture. His little bitty picture. Very nice looking. Thank you for coming over, Mr. DeVille. Nawatha, how you doing, sugar? Okay. She's doing better. That's good, Carla. I know she missed you because they get so attached to you. I've been gone from Unit 6, and they going to be real happy to see me tonight. Yep. Miss Vanessa came over, my supervisor on Unit 6 last night, and she was like, man, you going to be with me this weekend. I said, really? She said, mm-hmm. Yeah, don't worry about where you're going to be. You're going to be with me Saturday night and Sunday night, and then you through for the week, and you'll be off Monday and Tuesday. I said, okay, no problem. Hey, Miss Sharon, how you doing? Good to see you. Tracy Bailey, hello, how are you? Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. Anybody know the Steelers score? It's the Bengals tearing them up. Hey, Miss Amp, good evening. I'm good. I'm good. I had enough sleep, had enough to eat. It's plenty of food at work. All kind of snacks. Any kind of snacks you can ask for. Any kind of cereal that's on the shelf. Milk is in the refrigerator. Oranges, apples, bananas, peaches, pears, whatever's in season is in a big basket up on the counter. Open up the pantry door, and there's all kind of chips and peanut butter and jelly and crackers, Ritz crackers, and it's everything you could snack on. Popcorn, you name it, it's there. And they want you to eat it, and they don't care nothing about it. Whatever you want that's in the refrigerator at the end of the day, take it home or throw it in the trash can. They don't want no spoiled food in there. So if they have 5 dinners in there and you want to take all 5 of them with you, they do not care. Kasha, children born feet first briefly wear their mother as a what? Hold on, baby. You're talking about a breech baby, and it jumped way, way up. Okay, let me get back up there. Hold y'all little horses. I don't know where it was. It jumped from. Let me hold this phone because I ain't got time to be looking for this stuff, so I can keep my hand on it. Oh my. Okay, hold on. I'm all the way back up to the top, so I know I ain't gonna miss nobody. Hey, Miss Betty, Miss Sharon, Tracy, welcome, Miss Amp, welcome. And I was down here about the children born feet first, briefly wear their mother as a hat, but no one is ready to talk about that. I can. I don't have the problem. Caution. Any subject over here that you would like to talk about, all you got to do is email me. One of my moderators is in here that can put my email in. Tell me what you want to talk about. If you want to come up and talk about it too, we can go on StreamYard. You can be a guest. Okay? I don't have no problems with that. I would rather talk about topics of that concern than to talk about people out here. I've never been one to want to be talking about people. So hopefully somebody put my email in the chat, which is vetbmom@gmail.com. Okay? And we can talk about it, baby. Sure can. Hey, LaWanda, how you doing? Hey, Tiffany. I'm good, Tiffany. Miss Aretha's in the building. How you doing, home girl? You are so right, Miss V. Okay, Tracy, thank you. I sure hope next 4 years go by fast. Don't rush it, Carla, because you're going to make me 74 years old, girl. You're going to be making me age on up out of here. No, say, you hope it go fast for you. I want it to slow down for me. I want to be around a little while longer. Not that you know. Mm-mm. It could be gone tomorrow for all I know. All I can say is I want to leave healthy and at peace. That's it. I mean, just lay down and go to sleep. That's the way I've always prayed. Please, Lord, don't let me get burnt up in no car wreck where I'm disfigured and dismarred and all that, even though I'm not going to need the body where I'm going. I just don't want to, just let's go to sleep. Please. Thank you. Okay. Miss Tottenham. Hey, didn't know you were back on. Yeah, Miss Audrey had told me to come back on. I ain't seen her in here. What's up, yo? How's it doing, Nixie Pooh? No, Walter, all we can do is pray, pray, pray. That's it and that's all. And we better get a prayer life. Let's add that to chatting with Miss V, where we don't pray malice prayers either, because they're not going to be answered. It's not. God don't work like that. Okay. Hey, my Alex. Ryan, happy New Year's to you, and welcome to Chatting with Ms. V. Okay. Princess is in the building, eating dinner and listening. All right, Princess. Such a good mother. I just ordered another power portable station. Okay, Miss Aretha. So hopefully by the end of the year, we will have all of this stuff that they have predicted that will be coming in and going out. And so far, everything I read off that they predicted, I like it. I'm sick of having all these charges and all these cords running all over the place. Because I told you, baby, I get down there, tape it to the wall, and try to put a plant in front of it. I don't know. That's just me. Ravens winning the Super Bowl. I don't know about all that now. I don't know. Okay, so I fell to the bottom, so I'm gonna go to the bottom and come back up. What's up, Bama? What it do? Did you tell the Scooty come today? Tell him I think I'm gonna make him my little Ravens fan. Mm-hmm. Hi, Tinkerbell. Prayers. Thank you, Tinkerbell, and welcome. Staying so sorry, but you know about car theft here in Houston. We just have to keep our insurance paid up. Miss Allen, you didn't lose your car, did you, Carolyn? The only thing that bothers me about the car theft is that what personal possessions I may have had in there. It ain't the car. I'm not so attached to no car where I can't replace the car. But could you have thrown my other stuff, put it in a plastic bag, and brought it by the house and put it at the door? Call me and tell me to come get it. I'm finna steal your car. You can have the car. But there's just certain things I have in my car. I don't want it. I don't want to have to go buy it again. Maybe I can't replace it. I don't know. So you want me to change my name, or when I go live, say what it do? Who you talking to, Bama? Hey, Helen, how you doing? 16-7, the Bengals. Wait, all right then. Kind of wanted them to beat them Steelers. I really did. I did, y'all. And to all my Steeler friends, hey. I got a big time Steeler friend over on Facebook. He has a music channel. His name is Trey Harris. And baby, we go back and forth about them Steelers. He's from this area, but he lives in Atlanta now. Yesterday, I don't know where he lived. Today, that boy moved like you change underwear. Bama, yes. Hey, now for your panel, what it do? Just a suggestion. Oh, okay. I like that. What it do? Uh-huh. Because that's been her saying ever since she's been out here. Okay. Then my email, anybody who want to contact me about a topic that you want to talk about, feel free. Baby, Ms. V will tackle it. And they usually give me the tough, hard ones. But it's okay with me. I'm fine. And you are more than welcome to come up. Or just let me know when you contact me. Do you want to come on the panel also? So I can come on StreamYard. Okay. So, Bama, you're going to become what it do. Right, Miss Audrey, that's what I say way before YouTube. These people don't know how I prayed to get me out of that place where I was toxic. It takes time too, Bama. It has taken me a whole year with some thick skin to be able to go through all that was said and done about me out here this year by people who didn't know me from Dick's Hat Band. Okay? Never been around me. Don't, I mean, they talking like they really know what they're talking about. But to present any paperwork, you never saw none all year long, and you won't because they can't. My if my family don't even know all of my business, they know very little about what I'm doing and where I go. When they know, when y'all know. Do you think I get on the phone and I call my sister every time I'm fixing to do something, or call my brothers? No. I built a whole house and they didn't even know it until I invited them down to the housewarming. I don't roll like that. That's why I know these people are sick in the head. They ate up with jealousy and they're crazy. Something is wrong with them. To build a channel up on a bunch of lies, and something wrong with the people who sit there and continue to listen to those lies and try to spread that lie. It's gonna be some slaps in the face out here in 2025. Not by me. You lied. You broke that commandment. Thou shalt not lie. I didn't break it. I didn't lie on you. I didn't say nothing to you. Don't let anything or anybody take you back to a space you worked so hard to get out of. Exactly, Miss Audrey. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Chase, you're beautiful too. Bless you so. Okay, I got to get back up because I'm reading backwards. So I got to get back up closer to the top now. Is y'all talking about stuff? I just saw Katie in here. Katie, where you been? Hold on. Okay. Man, these phones kill me. Can you get a phone that'll sit still till you push it? That's what I need. Hey Tracy Bailey, I hope I'm back up and ain't missed nobody. No, cause here's Texas Carnage. Ravens winning the Super Bowl. I read that. Okay, yes, I'm back up to the top. Please don't jump on me no more. Hey Tracy Bailey, we need to pray, pray, pray. Starting now. It's about to get bad out here. That's what I'm trying to tell them, Tracy. The world's economy is in bad shape. Not just us. And we're global. We all trade together. You got time to be out here messing with folks online and try to get your own house in order. Landlines, I have not had it since 2005. I don't remember what year, but when my children left home, my stepson and my daughter, the phones had been gone probably about 5 years before they left home. Because everybody in the house had a cell phone. You remember the phone booths, Nawatha? Okay, Alex is welcoming in everybody. Thank you, Alex. Okay, pardon my manners for not speaking to everyone, but bonjour, everyone. Bonjour, monsieur. Come and tell-y-vous, Miss Audrey. Okay. My mom, 81, still have landline, but we made sure it has a cell phone as well. I ain't gonna tell you it jumped again as soon as I took my hand off of here. I'm having trouble with this phone. I had spoken to Tinkerbell and hope I didn't miss nobody. Chase. Okay. Let's see. It's somebody in the middle I need to catch. I still got time. Hey, Miss Maryland, how you doing? She's agreeing with me. Hey, Ms.V. Hey, Chase, how you doing? Hey, my Brittany, still celebrating your birthday? Hurry up and get through with it now. My time is coming. Now, I don't want you in there celebrating yours when I'm celebrating mine. You can do the whole month of January, okay? Because mine is February. You got to be gone by February, Brittany. Okay. Garnetta, how you doing? Happy New Year's to you. I just went to another chat. I did to you, Miss V. That's good for you, Bama. Yeah, every time I'm over there in Bama's chat, it only does it on Bama's chat. I'll push the thing up and fall off into another chat. The other night I was on there. I didn't want to say on her live, but I fell off in a Thomas chat. Tommy had some sunshade song, and I was like, oh shit, let me get out of here. That was so funny to me because I don't know why it's every time I go off into her chat, I'll do that. I'll fall off into somebody's chat, be running like the Flintstones trying to get out of there. Not that me and Tommy had any problems, but I ain't want to write the wrong thing in the wrong chat. Uh-uh. Aqua Blue, hey baby, how's it going? My Sting is in the building. What's 19 months? The life of Patricia Stevens. How you doing? What's the other lady's name? Lakeisha. Is it Lakeisha that I wanted to thank? Cause she came to bat too for me. Y'all gotta catch the life of Patricia Stevens, her and her son off the chain, baby. I go over there and have the best time. They be dancing and singing, and Patricia talk a lot of noise now. I'ma tell y'all. If y'all can't take that noise she talking, don't go over there. But it'd be so much fun. It's so relaxing. They sing and they dance. 19 months. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Okay. Style them other people's chest, Sting. Bama. Okay. There, Miss Audrey saying, Patricia, you and your son can dance. Yes, they can, baby. I love her channel. Miss Carolyn, thanks for being a member for 9 months. Thank you, Miss Carolyn. I appreciate that. Oh, you're still a fan, Patricia? See, that's our rival. I'm a Ravens fan. And I'm sorry, but we still good though. Thank you, Miss Carolyn. Thank you so much. Oh, they stole your son's truck, the son that I met, Sting. Okay, sorry to hear that, but thank God for insurance. He can replace it. It's just what he had in there that might can't be replaced. But that's Houston. They'll take your stuff in a New York second before God can get the news. They got it and gone. And a lot of times you never see it again because they cross that border with it, chop it up, and baby, take them tags and all that stuff out of there and have that bad boy low riding. Sorry about that, Sting. Okay. Okay. And thank you, Chase, for all the roses. Did I miss anybody else? Because it was jumping on me. Y'all don't blame it on me. Blame it on the phone. I be trying to hold it down. Okay, let me see. Let me see. I need a few more likes before I leave. Okay. All right, I got all them. I'm just searching through because I don't want to miss nobody. Pardon me. How are you, Miss V? I'm good. Getting ready to go down here with my kids tonight, but it's gonna be a good night tonight and tomorrow night because these kids on 6, they sleep all night long. I have 2. I have to wake up to go to the bathroom at 3 o'clock. All they want is water. The medication they take makes them want a lot of water. And one of them can't have that much water. So she can only have a half of a glass of water. Okay. So Bama is thinking about it. And Miss Audrey's saying it would be a good idea. Miss Helen, 16 to 17, the Bengals. Oh, man. Life of Patricia ain't liking that, y'all. Okay. Thank you for putting my email in. And remember, anything y'all want to talk about, just contact me at VetBMom. And we'll talk about it. We sure will. I always like to research things. You learn. I've learned so much out here this year about things y'all want to talk about, things that I had no clue. And all I could do is research them and bring them to the best of my ability. We've talked about a little bit of everything out here. Me and Sting even talked about insurance out here one night together. She co-hosted with me. Okay, I think I got everybody. And if not, I catch you next time. Remember, I'm gonna say, okay, I read yours about the terrible year. Um, let's start with us first, and not worry about anybody else. and not let nobody take you off your grind or what you doing, because it's a lot of people out here are just deflectors. You know how you put a deflector out there and when the light hit it, they just pop out. You got a lot of deflectors out there. Can't worry about them, because when you look at where you are and when you look at where they sitting in the same place they've been sitting. You don't see nothing change, nothing different. Conversation is even the same. It's just not for me. Hey, Valencia, I saw you coming in. To bless the host is $ Vieta Brown. Thanks in advance. I appreciate you, Alex. Appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in. Thanks for the likes. And we'll be back tomorrow for Sunday inspiration. Because I got an email that we will be singing tomorrow. So I'll probably come on just before I leave home or on the way to church. And then we'll catch you later on Sunday evening sometime. Because Dallas is supposed to play tomorrow. So I'm going to try to see if I can get with Chocolate so we can talk noise to him. Because it's time for him to, go on and get this ass dragging face down. But anyway, y'all have a great night. I'm going to have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hitting the like button, members, subscribers, and to all of you who came into the chat tonight. Okay, Valencia, I appreciate that. Take care. Love you. And I'll talk to you later. Good night.